Hello and welcome to today's video. If you're here, it's likely because you've been feeling down, overwhelmed, or maybe unsure about what's going on with your emotions. You're not alone in this. Depression affects millions, and it can feel confusing, overwhelming, and isolating. It's important to remember that feeling depressed doesn't make you weak or inadequate. Emotions are a natural part of being human, and sometimes they can become more intense than we expect. But why do we feel depressed? What's really happening when these emotions take over? In the next few minutes, we'll explore some of the most common causes of depression and offer insights into what you can do about it. But before we begin, remember this video is for informational purposes only. If you're experiencing depression, please seek professional help. Depression is treatable, and there's no shame in reaching out for support. Number 1. Biological factors. Our brains are incredibly complex, and sometimes, changes in brain chemistry can contribute to depression. These changes, often referred to as biological factors, can occur when certain chemicals in the brain, called neurotransmitters, become imbalanced. Neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine regulate mood and energy. When their levels drop or become imbalanced, it can result in sadness, hopelessness, and fatigue. For example, serotonin is linked to mood regulation, and low levels of serotonin are often associated with depression. Similarly, dopamine affects motivation and pleasure, so when dopamine levels drop, you might feel a lack of interest in activities that you once enjoyed. While we can't control these biological changes, understanding that they are a natural part of how our bodies function can help us seek the right treatment. Whether it's medication, therapy, or lifestyle changes, there are ways to manage these chemical imbalances. Number 2. Genetics. Another key factor in depression is genetics. If you have a family history of depression or other mental health conditions, you might be more likely to experience depression yourself. This is because genetics can influence the way your brain responds to stress and emotions. Research has shown that people with close relatives who have struggled with depression are more likely to develop it themselves. However, this doesn't mean that depression is directly inherited, nor does it mean that everyone with a family history of depression will experience it. Genetics might make someone more vulnerable, but environmental factors and life experiences play an equally important role. Even with a genetic predisposition, you can still manage and treat depression by adopting healthy habits and seeking support when necessary. Number 3. Life stress and events. Stressful life events can be significant triggers for depression. When we experience major life changes or challenges, our bodies enter a natural fight or flight state. This response helps us deal with immediate stressors, but chronic or long-term stress can eventually wear us down. For example, significant events like losing a job, going through a breakup, or dealing with financial hardship can bring on depressive feelings. Even if we manage to get through one stressful event, the cumulative impact of multiple stressors over time can lead to emotional burnout and depression. Sometimes depression doesn't come from one big event, but rather from a buildup of stress from smaller, ongoing pressures. Whether it's work stress, family issues, or feeling overwhelmed by responsibilities, the constant pressure can affect our mental well-being. Number 4. Lifestyle factors. Our lifestyle choices can also play a big role in how we feel emotionally. Small daily habits like diet, exercise, sleep, and substance use can either support or undermine mental health. For instance, poor nutrition can contribute to mood imbalances. A diet that's high in processed foods and low in essential nutrients can affect brain function. On the flip side, a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains can support a healthy brain and better mood. Exercise is another important factor. Physical activity boosts the production of endorphins, chemicals in the brain that promote happiness and well-being. When we don't exercise, we miss out on these mood-boosting benefits. Even light activities like walking or yoga can make a big difference in mental health. Sleep is also crucial. Lack of sleep or poor quality sleep can disrupt the brain's ability to regulate emotions, leading to feelings of irritability, anxiety, and depression. Making sure you get enough rest is key for maintaining mental health. Substance use, whether it's alcohol, recreational drugs, or even too much caffeine, can negatively affect mood and mental clarity. While they might provide temporary relief, substances can worsen depression in the long run. So, developing healthy lifestyle habits can play a significant role in managing depression. Number 5. Social isolation. Humans are social creatures, and we rely on connections with others for emotional support. When we feel isolated or disconnected, it can make us more vulnerable to depression. Loneliness is one of the most common contributing factors to depression. Social isolation can stem from many reasons, whether it's living far from family, experiencing anxiety in social situations, or feeling misunderstood by those around you. When we don't have strong support networks or opportunities for meaningful interactions, it can deepen feelings of sadness and isolation. Staying connected with others, whether it's through friends, family, or support groups, can help reduce feelings of loneliness. Relationships offer comfort and reassurance that we are not alone, and they can help us feel seen and understood. Number 6. Underlying medical condition. Sometimes, depression is linked to an underlying medical condition. For example, thyroid disorders, chronic illnesses, or neurological conditions can affect mental health and lead to depressive symptoms. When our physical health is compromised, it can impact how we feel emotionally. In addition, certain medications, whether they're for physical health conditions or mental health conditions, can sometimes have side effects that contribute to feelings of depression. If you suspect your symptoms may be related to an underlying health issue or a medication you're taking, it's important to talk to your doctor to explore possible solutions. It's important to understand that depression doesn't always have a clear cause. It can be the result of a mix of biological, genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors. And sometimes, depression can appear without any obvious trigger at all. What matters most is recognizing the signs and seeking help when you need it. Depression is a treatable condition, and with the right support, you can start to feel better. Whether it's through therapy, medication, lifestyle changes, or a combination of these, there is hope. Taking care of your mental health is just as important as your physical health, so if you're feeling down or overwhelmed, remember that help is available. You deserve to feel better. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope this has helped you understand why you might be feeling depressed. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos on mental health and well-being. You deserve to feel good, and taking the first step to understand and manage your emotions is a great place to start. Take care of yourself, and know that you're not alone.